word from a minister from the pains that alone is the regent king. He bids you to use this opportunity. I shall ensure that the door...
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? If this is a jest, I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught, you may visit us again in a few...
This is no life. I am
It is our duty to see this peace protected.
We shall remain here.
How to proceed? I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
That such peace reigned at
Bit bland. What can I throw in?
You follow me.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chamber.
I would not presume to know, my lord. However...
Oh, unring your hat, as if anyone in this palace now.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the sovereign.
Indeed. But that, your grace, would be...
would that all my days were so tranquil.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. No. I don't appreciate having my motive. Something tells me this shan't be... Off you go now. If you wish to speak...
There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
There is much we ought to tend to. If I know this sigil, let me see. Pray make haste, I make a clue. Though the political... I fear such a part. At any rate, I will investigate only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot. Can we begin to thwart it? And ere it slips my mind.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert.
As a reward, you will of course require...
A good sleep will ensure... Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
That's not acting up today.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Ah, you've returned. How splendid! The cart reached its destination.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as... Sting is yours to wield. Here we go again. We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort. I am well aware of the particulars.
If you have a quarrel, take it up.
Ever since the reign of Rothace, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense. Yet not only has the dragon been allowed to devastate the village, none save the fault here lies with you.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern... Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold... Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to...
I know of no such agreement.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or, if so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had...
What? I intended nothing...
Save your hunt...
You came to see me. Still, Howard... It was by your god the people of Ai wanted. Now, 'tis time we slept.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that all who seek...
Ulrika?
What?
She stole away in the dead of... I cannot say why, realizing her...
You would have...
Aye, that's...
Very well. For the time being, you're...
Ah, there you are. You've heard she fled the village. Aye. Though, she left them. As for where she... 'Twould be unwise. I can only pray that she...
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Malv. Not to this village also suffered the drag. Pray, give my regards to everyone.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, just when almost all of the villagers had...
Oi! What are you doing?
Jonas! This is the...
Is that right? Then you did it once afore, eh?
My apologies for the chief's temper. Yet he speaks truly. Pray, cull the beasts as you...
More stories. Let us lift them and ensure we must remain vigilant. Arisen. I should have expected...
The Saurians are no more. That's twice you've come to our rescue. You're more than a friend to Har Village. Truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas!
This blasted beastren went and ventured. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke. There can be no doubt. He's the one who incited this.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust him.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for some...
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing
Jonas, please! You're fair! I do apologize, but we mustn't let this sour you. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
Let me get that.
Might I interest you in my humble... Hope to see you again.
Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here to buy. Aye.
Many thanks, sir. Mayhap this ladder is here. For a reason. We ought to put it to good use.
Tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to while examining the path for some time now, what's more, this cannot be mere, yet 'tis strange. I dare say, 'tis a frail hope to be certain. I am glad to hear it.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing it. 'Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master? You have our gratitude. Lead the way. I did my best to match your skill, Master. Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that... Well met. Looking to make a... Much obliged, sir. I do believe our party would stand to benefit from the addition of a sorcerer. Powerful magic can turn the tide of even the most dire of battles. Mindedness makes our enemies but not necessarily dogged persistence. I shall distract it then to give you an opening. I require it. Give an opening. Strike back. That warrant shall fall. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
To retreat, then? Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment. Indeed, you are correct. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Campsite just now. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet. A Cyclops! Light against his foe! It seems we have engaged ourselves. Might we not use their favor to our advantage? Execution. Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. Your weapon a magical boon. Many things to approach ferocious combating bodies. Consider this a lesson in caution. Together now. The attack has won. Focused attack will end this foe.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
Ah, you must be the visitor. You would know of our visitor. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here. As you like.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service, sir.
Hail! How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him.
Greetings. I must say, I trust you are enjoying yours. If you have any questions, ask away. If aught about what is here that to begin with, of course, which is to say, is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious? Naturally, you're the second in response. Oops. Don't miss up. Those who deal in... Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this... Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any figures you'd want to know about. We're supposed to be... But I suppose I can tell... His real name is... But he's been... We had no choice. We're men, and that's why he was... That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Anyway, we send them... We only trick... That all you wanted to ask? For all this, but he failed. So, the title... That's when he went off. And what? Still. But we can't have him... Methinks he need... That all you wanted... What can I say? Anyway, we send them... We only trick... That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next...
At last! 'Tis a relief to be at your side again, Master. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find. person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later? At last. 'Tis a good thing we waited.
There is much we ought to... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign? This appears to be a bill called... But hold a moment. But a clever plan. Furthermore, and all the while, a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill...
So the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Re...
There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change. If your majesty has any unfit... Very well. The coronation is to take...
Master! Pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded according to Regent Kings. I imagine, perchance 'tis a tool that, alas. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some...
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this God's way? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation. True enough.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the foremost, you know where to find. Welcome, Lord. Oh, someone do what about this?
This is generally used as a material.
Teach him a lesson he will soon forget.
This armor's seen better days.
We shall remain here.
Let's head to market before it slips my mind.
There's all... Promising. You know, many of our yet there is. I lived at but one... 'Tis no simple matter. Here I am. 'Tis no simple... Here I...
Something smells divine.
Tis our duty to see this peace protected.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
Now to report to Captain Brant. isn't the way to our destination. But I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on. There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Once the day's work is done,
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master. What else needs doing?
Welcome.
the rules at your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to. If the information I believe it is worth, yet official deal. Fortunately for it is an entry permit. I doubt any would dip. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. An oracle? This oracle. Indeed, the oracle knows much of
You the Arisen? Sven wants to meet with...
Over here, if you please. Shall we get some rest then? Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Oh, someone talked about this.
It is quiet about.
As a matter of fact, I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation. It is most curious. It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Nice place to sit. Watch the world.
Now this is a conundrum.
My sincerest apology. Lady Wilhelmina is attending to a patron at present.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh, I must first expose his... Or so I'd sworn. But I've yet... Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his... If the proof I see... I suppose there is truth. Save deliver him a Still, if you... 3 days. I shall wait...
Place to soothe the spirit. Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace? What are we to do? As Minister Allard is of the Queen Regent's faction, I expect he speaks regularly with Regent Kin Sven. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. You have our gratitude. Lead the way. We have arrived.
You have my fullest confidence. To think that under normal circumstances, but this is Allah. His fall from grace. Perhaps the merchants with connection, some piece of physical evidence.
Shall we make for the merchant quarter and investigate the abodes of merchants with ties to Minister Allard? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. You have our gratitude. Lead the way. We're here, and none the worse for wear. As Minister Allard is of the Queen Regent's faction, I expect he speaks regularly with Regent Kin Sven. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you...
You have my fullest confidence. Merchants with connections to some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily Interesting. So Allard has been leveraging his position to line his pocket. I doubt she will be happy. Yes. This, however, of course. Understood. Then pray.
So the captain is willing to aid you only if you do not stain your hands in blood. I hope you shan't disappoint him. Right you are.
Won't someone do aught about this?
This isn't life. We shall await you here, Master.
This may require a delicate touch.
Welcome rested.
I heard from... As for me, but 'tis a letter. It seems to be I passed an... Here. And that is... I am in no... Glad I am. No progress as yet, then. You... but of course. Patrick may know or go to his manor come...
Thankless job, this. You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
Allard. Long have I visited his... I recall that he was... Mayhap. Shall I summon... You could make use of his absence. Excellent. Once you've seen him...
I will use this opportunity to gather my strength. I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, right? No one will disturb me here.
I suspect this will suffice as proof.
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
We shall remain here.
What is the same. Always sets me to think.
So, I confess, I thought you... Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. All that remains is... I've no other tasks unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a is that I can't bring myself to... Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and never mind the mask.
At last. What is this?
Don't let him escape.
I do not waste my time on the lady. Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice. Wilhelmina. But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in.
I was afraid I might find you here. I cannot believe you would stoop to such... No. This is not the time. You will be able to slip out the rear end.
That was certainly well handled. I suppose, pray, visit me at the Myrmecolion tomorrow evening. Till then, be well.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this.
Damn near enough of those streets.
Oh, someone talked about this.
Lots to do.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
I cannot believe it. You killed Allard. You realize this could jeopardize our plans for your ascension. I will do what I can to obscure your involvement in this matter. However, bear in mind that you may have to shoulder the burden of your own heedlessness in future.
Welcome.
Some call it cultured, I call it dull.
I don't know what to do.
What am I supposed to do? Got any good That's it!
Pray, keep your...
You are most great.
I don't mind a bit of danger.
I don't
Know what to do. A good sleep will... I trust we've all inspected our equipment. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
What else needs doing? What should I get up to today?
There's a poultry repast, but I'm grateful to be
Stay here forever if I could.
Here you are, sir.
I was hoping I'd run into you. Tell us a story, eh? Yeah? What is it?
May the heavens look kindly upon us all.
Yeah? What is it? Isn't there anything to do round here?
Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
Pray in there, put gold in my pocket.
We shall await you here, Master.
Thank you. I finally achieved. It would seem the residents of the palace. I imagine they'd shrewd. I truly cannot. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams.
Our soldiers need better training.
You are as learned on the subject of the written word as Magistrate Woldhar. Shall we show him the letter? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me. The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Quite the predicament.
Over here, if you would.
Talk in a whisper when I'm here.
Ah! Good. Those garments you get, to be frank. In short, you've done...
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead. We must rest. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Can't complain, mind. Gotta crack a few skulls.
What was it I had
What
to
should
do?
I do?
Yeah? What is it?
Pray, follow me.
I'm going to go exploring.
It was a paltry repast, but I'm grateful to be fed.
What can I do?
Heavens grant me guidance in my hour of need.
That's not right.
If we seek further knowledge of the Godsway, we ought to make for Batal.